Now, usually Treyarch, especially lately, or at least I thought before, in their trailers, especially for zombies, like to leave in a little secret or a little teaser or just something in there that we can all speculate about. Now, in Zetsubou, the first thing that comes to my mind about that trailer was the robot from Origins just sitting down in the town of Wharf, and that one was probably one of the most mysterious things we saw within that trailer, and definitely was hard to find. Like I said, they usually try to just leave in there a little secret for us to try and make out. For Shadows of Evil, because that was the first time we saw Black Ops 3 zombies, there were quite a few things in there as well. But this time for Zetsubou no Shima, I feel that really there haven't been any secrets for us to find. Yeah, there are these cool Element 115 plants that we've heard about infused with humans and animals, but as far as little mysterious objects go and us having to find them and figure out what they mean, I haven't really seen anything until now. Now, I did notice this yesterday and I thought absolutely nothing of it, but I know a few people have been talking about it and a few people have been telling me about it, and actually this could be a very important part to an Easter egg. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen this by now, but if you come over to this part in the trailer where we get to see this awesome freaking messed up cool trap by Division 9 for the first time, if you take a look in the center of this area, you will see there looks to be what at first thought I thought was a chair, but if you take a look at it closer, it seems to be some kind of stone statue or stone altar. And although it's very faint and hard to see, there are some light encrypted patterns on there. Now, I've already done a video depending on if it came out before this one or after. It depends on which way I upload them, but if you take a look at this plant that is coming out of the ground, you will see surrounding it we have the rock from Element 115 that we first saw in Origins. We saw this rock everywhere, especially in the crazy place, but getting back to this altar, although we can't see it, it may possibly have a similar pattern to the Element 115 rock on it. But what's more important is sitting on top of this statue or this ritual thing, whatever it is, we don't know, is a skull. You can clearly see that white circular object is a skull. So you may be thinking, okay, what does this mean? We have this ritual or this table with possible encryptions on it from the Element 115 meteor and a skull on top. But we then come over to this where we see 4 pillars standing up, and in the center, again, there seems to be another ritual table. Now, on each of these 4 pillars, or at least on 2 of them, we can see we have these same symbols that we saw for upgrading the Wrath of the Ancient Bows in Shadows of Evil. On the left, you can see there are some blue symbols. On the right, you can see there are some yellow symbols. At the far back on the right, you can just about make out that on the other side of that pillar, there are some white symbols. So I'm guessing on the back of that pillar at the far left, there are some red symbols. Now, you may be saying, well, why do you think those ones will be red? Maybe you're thinking, Eli, why the hell do you think the ones on the left are red? Well, I'm going to get onto that in just a second, but warning, there is a leak coming or a spoiler, so if you don't want to know, you're probably going to have to leave the video now. But anyway, one of the leaked wonder weapons, we don't yet know if it's going to be a special weapon, is called the Skull of NAN SAPWE. Now, if we delve into the history of the Pompeian island itself, there was a small city on the coast of this island called Nan Madal, and the people living here believed in a god called NAN SAPWE. NAN SAPWE was the god of the Pompeian island. He was the god of thunder, and since in this map we have had a wonder weapon leaked called the Skull of NAN SAPWE, and if we go back to our previous image where we saw a ritual table with a skull on it, you can see we have a link there. This skull could be the Skull of NAN SAPWE, or maybe this is a part to actually building that weapon, or maybe an object to actually do with that weapon. We don't yet know, but the Skull of NAN SAPWE, that wonder weapon, could have the ability of thunder, since that's exactly what the god it's named after was known for. Now, if we link this ritual table up with the skull on it, with these 4 pillars, there could be a good connection there as well. Obviously, the map isn't out yet, I haven't played it, so we really have no idea what's going to take place within here, but we can always speculate. Maybe we have to collect this skull or somehow go up to it, press X, interact with it in some way, and it could appear on this ritual table we can see in the center of these 4 pillars. Now, going back to the colors I said earlier, we have blue, yellow, red and white. Those are the colors that get picked for us as players in the game. When you have 4 players, 4 colors you have are blue, white, yellow and red. And since we have 2 pillars already shown in yellow and blue, it looks like the one at the back there is in white, so I can guess the one on the left is going to have red symbols. That could possibly mean this is a 4-player step for us to get the Skull of NAN SAPWE wonder weapon. Or that could either be showing that there are 4 versions of the Skull of NAN SAPWE, or a version that each of the 4 players can get. So just like in Shadows of Evil, where you could upgrade the Wrath of the Ancient's bow to get 4 different versions, the Skull of NAN SAPWE could work that way. Whatever type of wonder weapon this is, we don't know if it's a bow, if it's a gun, if it's a special weapon. We honestly don't know what the Skull of NAN SAPWE will be, what it will look like, but by the looks of it, it's possible that we will be able to upgrade it to get 4 different versions for each one of our players by doing whatever this ritual is here. So it could be very interesting. It could be a very big part to not only getting, obtaining and upgrading this wonder weapon, but also the main Easter egg. And since we know these symbols are to do with the ancients, and we really don't need this to tell us what the ancients should and will, in my opinion, be returning back to Zetsubou no Shima, but on a much bigger scale. Why? Because we know they want the summoning key from Richtofen to open up a gateway to allow all of the Apothicons to inherit and take Earth for themselves. I'm just hoping it's not going to be a long dragging Easter egg step, or at least not a long dragging step for us to actually upgrade this wonder weapon, just like it was with the bows and dirt as a Draco. Some of them took so freaking long, it was damn annoying, but there we go. I just wanted to point this out. I had a few questions about it, and it definitely does look very interesting, so I cannot wait for this map. We don't have very long to wait now. It's this Tuesday, so stay tuned on that channel, because Tuesday all day I will be having videos up, and I may even do a live stream. Let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't already dropped a like rating, what are you doing? Hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching the video. It does mean an awful lot to me. Hit that subscribe button for more zombies videos on this channel, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.